But I'm much more okay with that.
Hi! Welcome to that Munch Life special extended episode, or bonus episode. We're playing Starfinder again, because Stacey wanted to play again, so we're gonna, because we can.
We're adults and we're allowed to do that.
I'm a grown-ass man! Somehow. I don't know what, somewhere along the line I became...
Adulty?
Adulty. I'm stable and grown up and stuff. Don't grow up, it's a trap.
Yeah.
As discussed before, I met this one when she was 20, and now she has a small child. And hasn't killed it or anything.
I'm multiplying.
I'm multiplying.
She really isn't any me. Mike goes, did you even need me in this process? Well, I mean, like, I needed you to bring over half the supplies. But,
the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah, the one thing that we figured out that she's like him is like, and it's funny. I was like, I didn't know that craving potato chips was genetic. Because, like, that is his go-to thing. And they will just sit there and eat potato chips together. And I'm like, please don't feed her that many potato chips. But anyway, and like, chips, you ask her anytime, chips? I'm like, well, she says ships because, you know,
ships.
Ships and cheese?
Nobody believes me, but I have successfully replaced potato chips in my life with cucumbers. And that's why I'm losing weight. And that's also why my blood sugar is not through the roof when I'm asleep.
You tried that, you can get the spice at Aldi's, it's that, like, lime hot sauce, I can't remember, it's like, I'm going to butcher it if I couldn't say that. Because I literally do not remember how it's spelled even. But I believe it's either Mexican or Central American spice. But it's like hot and lime that you sprinkle on stuff. It's very tasty.
Pierre was once talking to me about some sort of seasoning that he was going to put in the stuffing for Thanksgiving too, and he's like, there's some analog of it here, but I can't get the actual name brand of it except in Vermont, so I might have my mom send me some. I'm like, what's the analog here? He goes, it's one of the variations of Mrs. Dash, and like, names the kind of it. I'm like, hold on. I went into my room, we were still unpacking, we had just moved in. I went into my room, opened a box, found it, came out, handed it to him, and went, never doubt my power.
You know, because I was close to gestational diabetes when I was pregnant.
Yeah.
And I always wanted nachos so bad. So we did the
corn.
So we did the little bell peppers and cut them up and did nachos on those. So like, because peppers and Mexican is a good combination. So should that ever be of something you would like, they work really well.
Maybe. I'd say I'm not that bad. I'm going to brag on YouTube. I lowered my A1C from 10.7 in the hospital, which is abysmally bad for people who are not in the know, to 6, which is amazingly good, in 3 months. My endocrinologist was, his word, shocked. He says usually it's hard for people of my size to drastically change their diet that fast. And I can understand that. I didn't take offense to it at all. But, you know, he said, you gotta change, or you're gonna die. So I did. I still like cheese. Cheese is like the saving grace. And when I had the wound on my back, they wanted me to eat more protein, so I was really bullish into meatballs and chicken wings. You know, so far that's still good for me because it's low in carbs. You have to enjoy your diet. Whatever you do to lose weight, if it works, do it. But you have to enjoy it. If you look at it as a chore,
or a punishment.
Or a punishment, absolutely, then your brain isn't going to want to continue with it. But if you go, hey, I can't have cookies, but I can have meatballs, and that makes me happy.
See, and that's what, like, we talked about the cauliflower rice thing. We're like, if you don't like cauliflower, but you're running it just to be rice, you're going to be like disappointed and it's going to suck.
Right.
Because that's not something you like.
They do that because I don't like cauliflower because it's too grainy.
But I love cauliflower, so to me it's like, it's not taking the place of rice, it's just something else that's awesome.
Right. I like broccoli, which is in the cauliflower family. It comes from the same plant. But I don't like the texture of cauliflower.
Have you tried this falls into the realm of potato-like products, but they have, at Aldi's, they have broccoli tots.
I've seen recipes for those online.
Yeah, I've done those in person. Those are a pain in the ass to do.
Yeah, I figured.
They're like super labor intensive, and you're like, and I have 24 of these, and wasted 6 hours of my life.
And then,
what the
and then
hell?
you probably want to eat them with a Velveeta dipping sauce, and you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you okay with the victor go the spoils?
No, yeah, no. It's fine.
Then I'm going to. I got mana screwed. I have absolutely nothing.
Alright, let's see.
The only things that I have that are treasures are mystic only and mechanic only. So I'm hoping that I draw something that's not a monster. And while you're putting stuff down, I'm going to look and make funny faces at the camera.
Okay, hollow skin.
Oh.
And okay.
Alright, well, I got a Formian, which is a swarm. +3 against Munchkins who are wearing armor. Ants in your pants are no laughing matter. But I'm not wearing armor, I'm not wearing anything at all. Haha, take that, Formian!
You want Foreman to take that? I'm just saying, there are better video sites to host that video on.
Oh no, he's on the Formian Hub. He is level 3. I'm currently 4.
Okay, what does that say? I can't read it.
This certificate counts as a +3 combat bonus in any game of Munchkin Starfinder as long as the bearer is level 1. I am. The bonus goes up +2 for each signature below, up to a maximum total bonus of +9. I have 0 so far. It's only been out for a week, and I haven't been anywhere close to Steve Jackson, Howard Taylor, or Andrew Hackard. This certificate confers no bonus after level 1. So once I go up to level 2, it goes away. But
so this is one of those spike walls that people can play.
Yes, because that was not their original intention with go up level cards to make people
But it's hilarious.
to make other people go up levels for certain reasons to make things happen. But they're like, that's such a juicy thing, we can't stop, we can't make it so it's not. So yes, absolutely. Because somebody used it to make someone go up a level so that the plutonium dragon would pursue them. That was in one of the very first tournaments ever, like back in 2001, 2002. And they're like, that was awesome. Because the plutonium dragon then killed and ate that player. But I am beating it by 1, 2, 8. Haha. Yay! I'm tempted because I'd still get the +3. Yeah, I'm gonna take a cred stick. Because I get a treasure, and now I have 2 cred sticks. She might do something.
I mean, I'm gonna.
Maybe
not right now.
I'm scared. What? Something's your fault, or something's broken and it's not your fault? I know. I'm scared too. Now, but I reloaded die. I'm the trampoline boots. And my Aeon Stone, because I can't use any of that crap. And that takes me down to 5 cards. Done.
Curse. Carry-on spores. You have -5 against the next swarm or undead monster you face. Keep this as a reminder.
That would be hilarious with the curse that makes the next monster you face automatically swarm. And I said that on the unboxing video. It was one of my favorite card titles. It's a curse. Of course you realize this means swarm.
I'm gonna fight the observer security robot.
Which is a swarm now?
No.
Oh, you're -5 against the next swarm thing. Oh, well then it can count as a swarm.
Since it says next monster, does
No, they did that with the change sex curse many moons ago. They're like if it's played on you while you're in combat, that is your next combat. Important clarification number 1, I believe, in the FAQ/errata.
Oh, wishing ring, the carry-on floors.
Mm. Are you winning by more than one?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. My plans have been thwarted. I'm thinking once 10 gets a taste of these cred sticks too, there's going to be rampant cred stickery. Because with 3 players, it's going to get a little cutthroat. Because once they're gone gone until somebody uses them.
I want to see 4 players.
Then everybody starts with 1. There's only 2 in the box. Well, 3 for us because platinum.
Go ahead.
Okay. The level 6 Blood Brother. Fire flame attacks count double in this combat. Yay.
He's special.
He is level 6. I am currently still 4.
4.
Alright, because I drew that as my treasure. Whee. You want to help her treasure?
Does this mean you don't have to give me stuff at the end of the...
No. Avoid giving charity. That's getting your hand size down to 5.
I will help for one of my choice.
I can be okay with that.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nobody's going to mess with it. That's also a thing in 2-player Munchkin. When someone decides to help you, the end of the battle goes pretty quick. Unless somebody has something really crazy to do. Which has happened. The Thomtech Omen Bringer. It's a ship that has no bonus against undead. And a wishing ring. But you used your wishing ring already.
I kind of want bonus points though. I'll probably regret that later.
I'll probably regret that later.
Cred or level? Cred or level?
Oh, I'll take them. I still don't have any stuff. I still need that +3.
My turn?
Yeah. And I took the lead.
Ooh. I have a monster.
A Hava Monster. This is the Gold Press Platinum that I bought in Las Vegas. I do have a Misadventures of Brandon video where I talk about my trip to Vegas. It's funny, you should watch it. And it explains when I got this and how, and it's kind of an entertaining story. And it's special and near and dear to my heart. And, you know, James Orr is painted as a hero. He's level 12 though.
Yeah.
And your minus 1 to run away, and it kills the hell out of you.
Do you want help for 2 random or one of your choice? You have no stuff.
Because I had no stuff. I'll do the 2 random. Yeah. Can I help? All right. Do I have enough?
I'm a 10.
You're 10. Good for you. 10 plus 4 is 14. Excellent.
Okay.
1, 2, deal.
Deal us out.
Deal this out. I will take this one. Ooh, a ship. And you can have that one. And this one.
Ping clock. I got the ping clock.
And I got the titular Find a Star in Starfinder roll credits card.
Yeah, bonus now. You can go to level 2 if you want.
Gasp! No, I can't. I can go to level 3.
I mean, you can.
I've been holding it a while because
art.
I didn't know if I wanted to get the level of the treasure, like buy a cred stick with the glow card, you know, stuff like that. But now I have a boat. I'm on a boat. -1 to run away. If you are fighting one or more goblins and are losing, you can discard one item to end the combat immediately without having to roll. That's pretty sweet, Dave. Good.
With cyber enhancements, +5 to monster.
We keep forgetting to change our dice, but that doesn't matter because you can't see them. But you can see us do this.
1.
What are you gonna buy?
3.
Ooh, a dragon! I didn't know there were dragons
4,
in this.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm winning by 5.
I did a whole unboxing. I didn't realize it was a dragon. If only I had another dragon.
1.
I got nothing. Got a big family-sized Sam's Club bag of nothing.
Ooh, the Sam's Club version.
What's their brand? The
Windbringer.
Members Mark bag of nothing.
And I'm gonna hire a mercenary. It gives me an extra ship.
Okay. All right, Forged Papers. I read that one out loud on the thing because I love the.
You're looking at me like, and I was like, oh yeah.
I was trying to remember what the Forged Papers did. I'm like, wait, I remember this.
That's what they did.
A real doctor. Yeah. Oh, it's my turn. Eon Guard.
Eon Guard? What?
If you have the Eon Stone, it counts for the monster instead. Damn it. I don't like you. Well, actually, my bonus from the Eon Stone is 0, because I'm not a mystic. And I'm not using it. So would he get +0?
No, he's mystic.
True.
I mean, you can look that up later, but
Yeah.
Hi. How are you?
Look, Eve is back. Now he's 7, which makes it so I'm not winning now. Because I was at 5 against his 4, and that would have been fine.
Are you dying? Are you dying a horrible death?
I'm dying a horrible death. No, yeah, he doesn't kill me. He just lose all your one-shots. If you don't have any, lose a level. That doesn't say it's a... Oh yeah, usable once only. So this is my only one-shot.
Is the wishing ring a one-shot?
Yes.
Damn it. Forgot about that part. Okay, now I have 2 important things. I believe that would be... it should just read, lose a cred stick, is what that says. Yeah, they can away.
2.
How'd you do that?
I'm magic.
You and your reality control.
I mean, I can only do it to worthless things like this. I can't really...
I can only do it to worthless things like that. I had that moment the other day. It doesn't say I lose the Eon Stone, so I'm putting it back.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I had that moment the other day. I was sitting there because my eyes were itching like crazy because I have stitches in them. So I was wearing... Where'd they go? Safety goggles. Because I have them.
Did you do your safety dance?
I did, yes. I hurt myself doing the safety dance once. That dance wasn't as safe as they said it was. But these had been stored. Shut up. You're stepping on my punchline. But I had these stored for a long, long time, so they had a bunch of dust on them. And I went, man, these lenses are dirty. I wish I had something to wipe them off with. And I turned and I saw a box on the table behind my chair that just said lens wipes. Tank had left them here at one point. And I looked over and I saw a box that said lens wipes. So I said, I wish I had lens wipes. You know, all in my head. And there's lens wipes. I wish I had $1 million.
Nope, wasted.
Damn it! I had one wish. I wasted it on that. Because in the Munchkin role-playing game, the D20 book, there's a item called the wishing ring. and you don't know. Well, the players won't know when they pick it up what the wishing ring does. They just know it's a ring, like an unremarkable ring, like any other that you'll find in random swag. However, the next phrase "I wish I had" that the player says, they are granted from the DM, whatever it is. So like, it's like, man, I wish the next Infinity War movie came out, and then they would come upon a movie theater in the middle of Faerun, and it'd be playing. But they wouldn't know that they had a wishing ring, so they couldn't wish for anything really, really spectacular. Because they'd try that. They'd be like, it was a wishing ring. I wish for a +1,000 sword. Nothing, because it only works once. So apparently I picked up a wishing ring somewhere, and I got lens wipes.
See, that's not just us, but that stuff happens too. I mean, look at this. Walk on water, turn water into wine, but can't cure like world hunger.
Right.
Nothing. Not that he didn't do important things. Just saying.
Anywho, it'd be your turn now, because I ran away from the monster really crazy.
Space Goblin.
He's just a goblin in space!
One.
I don't have any goblins.
2.
If I had stuff, I would have been able to beat the small thing that I was trying to find. Oh, you got my necro grenade from last game. That's a good grenade. Is that I can't use that grenade because I pulled the pin and go, alas, poor Yorick, I knew him very well. Salarian. A class! Woo! My finger's still. Yep.
Don't put that finger away, shit.
Oh. If you have no class now, this curse has no effect. Otherwise, go back to the discard pile, starting at the top, discard first class, compound, replaces your current class. Where's that FU card? FU! Hey look, FU. I went to FU for 4 years. Still a celebrity. Anywho. Since we haven't gotten any classes to read out aloud to the class, Moat. Roll a die when you enter combat. On an even result, you have +2 for the fight. On an odd result, you have +1 to run away. Which means I can roll the one that's not in the bag, because it's odd even, you have the same chances either way.
Technically, the one in the bag, if that counts as 7, the 1 7 would still be.
Right, they're still odd, so that's why I said the same odds either way. Stellar mode. Once on your turn, not during combat, you may discard your whole hand, minimum 3 cards, to draw 2 doors and 2 treasures, all face down.
You could definitely use that.
I could definitely use
it appears you have dick all right now.
Oh man, that's another one. Listen, last week, or no, week before last, we were playing Munchkin Quest, and I was fighting something. Corey said, do I want to be a dick early or a dick late? And I'm like, I don't know those guys. You be dick early, I'll be dick late.
Aw, you're shy.
And their brother Dick Move. Dick all. And then the guy who goes on vacation a lot, dick around. You know what? I am going to fight the Swarma!
Okay.
Swarma can be added to any combat without a Wandering Master card, but you know, that's fun.
You know what the Avengers ate?
Yes. They ate Swarma, but this is Swarma. That's why it exists. 1, 2, Swarma. And I get one of those.
Are you into audiobooks at all?
Not currently.
But if you have a library card, you have access to Overdrive and the other one that I can't think of now, but it's on the phone. For free. You can have 15 downloads per month for free. Hoopla. So it's ebooks and audiobooks and some videos and stuff like that. So you can do 15 on each per month with the Topeka Library card. Anyway, one of them, I believe it's Hoopla, has Neil Gaiman's Norse Gods, and it's his rendition of Norse Gods.
Right.
But the author himself reads the book.
Oh.
And it's really good. So I would highly suggest that since you can download it for free, that you definitely do that.
I'd like to read audiobooks for purposes of other people listening to them. If you do that, you should have me do it for you.
You know, you can volunteer with the Lawrence Library to do that for people that have visual impairment.
Well, you know, there's volunteer, and then I'd like to be compensated for it. It's something that I think that I could do and get paid for it. So I might as well try.
What you need to do is find somebody you know that is an author that self-publishes and offer to do theirs to get started for an audiobook version of their work.
Because looking into it, it's a very close-knit community of people because there's only a limited number of voiceover jobs to go around, and they don't want people horning in on their action.
I really don't. I've started about 6 or 7 audiobooks. I'm not a big audiobook fan. I really like to have it read in front of me. I have trouble paying attention to audio cues. Neil Gaiman's was an exception. I've done some others that are exceptions. But the Pachinko was amazing. It's a really good audiobook.
When I was a kid, my dad and I used to rent a lot of audiobooks from the local video store because they rented out audiobooks for $1 a day. We're like, cool. That was when I realized that Anthony Daniels, the actor who plays C-3PO, has a voice that will put you dead to sleep. It's not a bad thing. I'm not bagging on Anthony Daniels at all. Yeah, soothing. Because when you hear C-3PO, you're only hearing 6 or 7 words at a time before they tell him to shut his yap. So.
And there's an affectation to that.
Right, and there's also they put the tinny robot voice on him a little bit. And so you don't really notice, but when it's just him reading a book to you on audio, and you're, maybe laying there with headphones listening to a book, out. Like a few minutes, just gone.
It's a British accent, isn't it?
Yeah. And then you'll wake up later and the tape is clicked because it was on tape back then. They were audio tapes. Which it's kind of redundant to say Stephen King's Insomnia, tape 21, because it was unabridged. 24 hours long that audiobook was. What am I doing? I'm doing a thing. I'm going to trade in my ship. Which, take the Goblin Skyboat and say, you must have a ship to play this card. Take the top ship from the treasure discards, and then discard the one you had. I don't think there's a ship in here. There is not. But I still get to go up the level because I discarded a ship. If you find no ships, you just discard your current ship and go up a level. So I do that, and then I do that, and then I got a better ship for my treasure. But then I have less than 3 cards in my hand, but I'm okay with that. So done. Icky Doom again. Doom. I bought a pack of notebook paper once that had Invader Zim on it to prepare for some Doom, and I used that paper specifically to make Warhammer lists.
Hesper.
Hesper?
1, 2.
What is the Icky Doom?
Oh, it's runaway, fail runaway.
You automatically fail your next runaway attempt, even if it would otherwise be automatic. Wow. So it's not just for your combat there, it just stays there until you run away. Yeah, I got it. I'm down to 2 cards. They're both doors, so the chances of them being something that thwarts you is relatively slim. It could be monster enhancers, but they're not.
I mean, if it's an income for...
Right. Mechanic, another class.
You're classy.
I'm so classy. Mechanic, I will read it out loud to the class just so we hear this one too, because again, with the classes not on the race page. Exocortex. When you are fighting alone, you may discard 2 cards to count your level twice. And Custom Rig. You may equip a single one-shot that gives a combat bonus as a slotless item. Roll the die after each combat. On a result of 3 or less, you must discard that one-shot. You may not voluntarily discard it. That's awesome. If I had a one-shot, I might switch out to Mechanic. But as it is, I hate this hand, so I'm going to go get rid of it because I have 3 cards finally. And get my 2 doors and my 2 treasures. Holy crap, witches!
I mean, poker face.
Well, I got a race. I'm an android. Yay! Which means that it's good to die. And ooh, smooth. I drew a cheat card. Trembling boots. Done. I did it a thing because I cheat the +4 footgear, which is really awesome and mechanic only, but I +1 all footgear because I'm blue.
You have no race. This curse has no effect on you.
Okay. Ah. Phew. New. So for the effects of the top curse in the discard pile. New. I don't like you at all.
Well, you sounded so relieved that that hadn't been yours, so...
Yeah, I made the phew noise and everything.
See?
I don't like you.
But I knew you had those. So
I knew you had the... Oh, yeah. So your intentions were altruistic to make me use a cred stick.
I didn't say that.
Go, yeah, bastard.
Oh, that was my
Oh, that was your draw. Okay.
Yeah. That was my loot.
Loot. Half breed. Ah, now I'm half android.
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 You're just an and.
An and. It's better than being a roid.
Oops.
I am going to look the room. And I'm going to win at poker. And instead of going out of the middle, I'm going to get my platinum back. Ha! Done.
Sheeran.
Ooh.
Swarm Heritage. Sheeran, get a +2 when in combat with at least 1 swarm monster. Communalism. When rolling to run away, Sheeran roll twice and choose the result. This happens before any other effects that might alter the roll.
Right, so in case of loaded or unloaded, or loaded or reloaded dice. So that means my reloaded die here that's in play, so I'm not afraid to say that I have it. If you would roll twice, and then if both of them, or if one of them was bad and one of them was good, then I could change one of them. But if both of them were good, I'm not going to use it. Deep Tinker.
Oh, it's what you could be.
It's a little tiny goblin. Search the treasure discards and add the top one shot as a bonus to the monster's side. No. This could be bad. Tick, wall, boat, wishing ring. Keep find a star. Gwal, wishing ring. Nope, there's none in here. It's all gwals and wishing rings today. F you, Deep Tinker. 1, 2, Deep Tinker. Done.
Swarm.
Undead Swarm. Ah, it's the same one you got left.
1,
I got it.
2, oh, I'm going to give it an enhancement. 1, 2,
I still got nothing. I got even more nothing.
Eep.
She might have me beat, people out there. Intrepid viewers.
You can do it, Brandon. I
It's a
believe
must.
in you.
It's a which word? Which has the broomstick? No. Meister against Technomancers. And the best stuff is take the top door, discard, and then discard all other doors in your hand. That'd be kind of cool if I suffered the best. One of the races actually lets you, if you lose a combat, you can just take the bad stuff, and then after that, you get a treasure. Provided the bad stuff's not dead. It actually says. Like, that's kind of cool for all those things that have bad stuff that doesn't cost you anything. And lose your headgear. I don't have any headgear. I take the bad stuff and get a treasure. But I'm currently beating him by a lot. 1, 2, dead. Oh, he's dead. In my MCU reaction video, I do my best Taika Waititi impression. I think I'm pretty good. Because he's Korg in Thor Ragnarok, and just a very funny character. And one of the most subtle and hilarious jokes in all of cinema. Because he's the reason that Korg is in the thing with the Grandmaster is that he started a revolution, but he didn't print enough pamphlets, so he was defeated by paper. And at the end, he steps on Meek, who has knives for hands, and thought he killed him, so Rock defeated Scissors. It's very subtle and very funny. And the minute I realized that, my brain exploded. I don't have anything in my hands right now, so I have your Skyfire Sword. It looks a lot like the shish kebab from Fallout. It is the little handle thing.
I have a question.
I have an answer. Let's see if they match.
This is a +1 to +6 bonus. If you get the 7, does it not count for anything?
Yes, because it specifically says 1 to 6.
Okay.
That we've done that with the Primal Chaos. We've done that with the Bag of Dynamite. We've done that with several other things. There's some Fairy Dust cards that actually specifically say 1 to 6.
So that would be independent for the exploding die too. Like,
well,
they could go beyond.
Yeah. Don't use the exploding die on
the Munchkining thing.
Yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Brew high.
Show the class. Woo!
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 31, 31.
And he is
18.
just straight up.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we got any stuff here. Defensive. Monster I can't wonder. Envoy only. Can I use a cred stick to make you die? Alright, so I'm not undefeatable. We've seen this before. We all know that Corey once won 4 games in a row.
And I beat you about what you beat me last game. So.
Pretty much, yeah. On level 7, I may have taken more cred sticks than I strictly needed. So I may have been farther up there later on, but what I had was a thing that would make you help me as long as it wasn't for game. So that was going to, it was make a person of a higher level help you as long as it's not for game at the time you play the card. It says specifically at the time you play the card. So if you have that, you face a 2-level monster and you're level 7, you're like, oh, it's not for game, so I make you help me. And you're like, oh man, I have to help you. Alright, I'm helping you. And you go, and I played this Squalls, and that's for game. And you can't back out.
I will say, it does seem slightly imbalanced where like there's so many little ones. And maybe just because of how we're playing.
It may just be, it may be partially because of the 2-player and partially because goblins in Swarm are kind of meant to be swarms and bunches of goblins. So with a 3rd player involved who might have a couple of goblins in Swarm.
I think 4-player would actually be really good.
4-player would be fun because
you get a lot more out on the table.
Right, and it also came with, it's not just a core game to begin with, it also came with an expansion, Far Out, and 3 boosters. One of them exclusive to the I Want It All box, because that will all be available, like I said, I think October, don't quote me on that, but I think that's when it's coming out for general purposes. And the Space Goblin booster will only be available in that box, but they will sell just like the core game and Far Out and the other 2 boosters and the cred sticks at that time as well. It'll all be available separately. I said before I may have to pick up some more cred sticks because they're freaking awesome, and like maybe keep them in the package so that they're nice forever. But
yeah, I was gonna say, because you wouldn't want more than this really in the game.
Right, in the game, no, but in the unlikely event that we play a ridiculously large game, I would like to have the extra ones laying around. I've played high number of people games before. I played one at a convention once. We had 9 people. We had 9 seats, I should say.
Yeah, and so for like extra...
Well, we had 9 seats, we had 9 people, we started with 9 people, and every time, we had a house rule that every time you died, you had to get up and let someone else take that seat. And because it was a convention, sometimes people would have to go do stuff. It was a LARP convention, and so if you had to get up, you left all your stuff and your hand, and someone else got to take your seat and just take over that character. But if you died, you lost everything.
Was that in New Mexico, or when we were down in Southwest? When you meet Corey and Kenny for a trip down? We did that, I think, down there too.
Yes, that's when it was. That was the week that...
Like it was like a 3-day game, like it just kept going?
Yeah, pretty much. I was the king of the hospitality suite at that time, but that was the week that Munchkin Bites came out. So we added it in. I was unfamiliar with the cards at that time, so I was learning them as well, and I brought all the rest of it with me, which wasn't that much at the time. It was pretty much what we play as the representative sample of Munchkin right now. And so it was pretty much everything. We cobbled together a deck shoe so we could just pass it around to people for their turns. And it was an extremely fun game, lasted about 9 hours. We played to epic, and I finally won at the very end, thus keeping my Munchkin Master crown at the time. But that was our second Starfinder game. I hope you watch them in order, especially since I won the other one. But yeah, hopefully Stacy will be here for the next several episodes until Corey decides he wants to play again. But he's going to focus on his life a little more. Real life kind of got in the way for a little while. Or he's just off being a douche. No. His life is getting in the way. But so we're going to let him, issue for a bit and put himself back together. And meanwhile, we have our new show regular that we will hopefully have Steven next time. Yeah. And and Dean. You get to see Dean again this week.
I thought you were going to say I'm like,
Dean's gonna be. And Dean shows up in the videos a lot. But be sure to like, share, favorite, subscribe, be excellent to each other, pay it forward, send us money, and we'll see you next time.